Okay, these are some nice boxes. I'm going to explain the mechanics of a box. You destroy the box, and something comes out of it. Why am I discussing the mechanics of a box? Because I have nothing planned for this room. You see, I don't really have anything planned for this episode. I just, well, episode 2 is planned for this episode. So, welcome to episode 2. The music I was whistling is from the old Phantasy Star games, the original Phantasy Star games. So that's something I can talk about. I can talk about the history of Phantasy Star. Okay, what is Phantasy Star? Phantasy Star is a series created by Sega, specifically Sonic Team, actually. So it was created by Sega and Sonic Team back during the actually old Sega Master System, I want to say, was the first game. But yeah, there are a couple of main. There are many different types of Phantasy Star games. There's the Phantasy Star games. There's Phantasy Star Online. There's Phantasy Star Universe. And those are the three main. You could sell that. Those are the three main branches of Phantasy Star. So, it all started with the original Phantasy Star. That is a standard JRPG game, like Final Fantasy, where you're there and you chat with them, and they, well, you don't chat with them. What am I talking about? You just follow a super generic storyline. It's the lab. It's Ellie. How's it going? The ecosystem. They can interact, and he's alright. I'm gonna stop talking to her. Alright, so the original Phantasy Star series was like Final Fantasy-esque JRPG type thing. So you have your little party, and you do your little turn-based combat, and you have some fun, and you blow stuff up, and that's fun, right? So, it's the original Phantasy Star series. That was set in the I want to say the Algol star system. I could be completely wrong, but yeah, there were a couple planets, and I can't remember their names. They were really confusing and long, but like, yeah, I played the original game, actually, but that's not important. The music in this area is remixed. Oh, there we are. The music in this area is remixed from old Phantasy Star games. Most of the music in episode 2 is remixed from old Phantasy Star games. I know that. Oh my God, that is a giant bear thing, giant bear creature. All right, so what do you do when you see a giant bear creature? You can fake him out infinitely like this. And I think that's kind of fun. Or you could kill him. So how do you go about killing him? Well, let's get free straps. So I'm gonna get a brand here, and I'm gonna beat on his face, and he's gonna kill me because ouch, ouch. All right, so apparently, as I was saying, I was a little over leveled for this area. Really? My brand is better than your saber, GTFO. Branded. So, if you can bear with me getting off topic a lot. So, there's the original Phantasy Star system. That was games. There were 4 of them. There was Phantasy Star 1, Phantasy Star 2, Phantasy Star 3, and Phantasy Star 4. And there were, I know there were names, but I don't know what they are. But they had a lot. I know at least some of them had subtitles. There were a few off games too. I know there was some kind of like text adventure thing following after the events of the first game. So yeah, I'm not really sure what the deal with that is, but that's the main, as far as the mainstream games go. There's Phantasy Stars 1, 2, 3, and 4. They were all JRPG games, and they were all, you know, they're like Final Fantasy, except in the Phantasy Star universe. So this place, well, not Ragol per se, different solar system, but this all same universe. So then came along something called Phantasy Star Online. Phantasy Star Online was originally for the Sega Dreamcast, and it was this game. Actually, not this game. This is episode 2. This is technically Blue Burst. So if you want to get technical, there were a bunch of different versions of Phantasy Star Online. I'm not going to get into the details on all the different versions of Phantasy Star Online, because that would simply be unnecessary. Come on, there we go. As you can see, you can still shoot when trapped by him. So if you can face the right direction, then you're in good shape. So Phantasy Star Online, it's this game. So there were a bunch of different versions. There was episode 1, there was like a version 2, there was like episodes 1 and 2, and there was then there was episode 3, which is a completely different game, which has absolutely no relation to this game. Well, actually, I couldn't be more mistaken. It chronologically It goes Phantasy Star Episode 1, Episode 2, Episode 4, Episode 3. And it is in this universe on this planet with these people. So it is related to this game, but gameplay-wise, with the mechanics and all the important stuff, it has nothing to do with it. It's a kind of like a card game thing. It's weird. I honestly never played it, and that reminds me of Mag Food. But I honestly never really played that game, so... Then they eventually came along and they combined... Antidote. They combined episodes 1, 2, and 4, because they all have the same gameplay mechanics, into something called Phantasy Star Online, Blue Burst. That is what I am playing here, Blue Burst. So that is the story of PSO. What happened after PSO? Well... What happened after PSO? Well, they invented something called Phantasy Star Universe, PSU. It was not a very successful game, let's just leave it at that. Phantasy Star Universe, however, did spawn an expansion pack called the Shadows of something or other, and then it spawned a bunch of sequels. The Phantasy Star Portable Series, oh snap, Phantasy Star Portable Series, oh, I failed my trap shoot, don't kill me, ow. Mech gun powers! Mech gun powers! Sorry, I have to talk and do this at the same time. So Phantasy Star Portable was a continuation of the Phantasy Star Universe series. Honestly, I've never played those because I don't have a PSP. Phantasy Star Portable was all for the PSP. There's a couple versions of the games and stuff like that. There's one coming out called Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity, so that is cool. But on the PSO front, what did we have? Not a whole lot. PSO front, they eventually came out with a game called Phantasy Star Zero for the Nintendo DS, which was based more off PSO than PSU. Well, Phantasy Star Portable was based off PSU, Phantasy Star Zero was based off PSO. It was, in my opinion, it was mainly just stifled by... I can drop stuff later. It was mainly just stifled by the Nintendo DS's... well, the Nintendo DS. But there are some issues with that game, so... There were some poor decisions that went into that game, but it was a lot closer to Phantasy Star Online than Phantasy Star Universe. And now, or at least, coming Japan in 2011, at least Japan, maybe the whole world, who knows? I mean, it would be cool if it was the whole world. I would be happy if it was coming to the whole world. But, so, 2011, Phantasy Star Online 2, I Can't Aim for My Life. That's the subtitle. Phantasy Star Online 2, I Can't Aim for My Life. What the? There was a guy there. Holy crap. Yeah! I win. Alright, so that's coming out. Honestly, that is the reason I am doing this. I was reminded... I still can't aim for my life. I was reminded about, well, the whole Phantasy Star series. It's been a while since I touched it. And I'm like, oh wait, Phantasy Star 2 is coming out? I saw the announcement. And I'm like, oh my god, I should probably go back and play some Phantasy Star. So I was pretty happy about that. So that's why I am here in the first place. That is why you are watching my videos, because of Phantasy Star Online 2. So, well, this game doesn't cost money. There will be a game that will cost money in the fairly immediate future. Not like tomorrow, but, you know, decently soon. So I'm looking forward to it. Is it gonna suck? Probably. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of faith in whatever's happening, but hey, there's always a chance, right? And I want that chance to be what happens. Oh, those are large people. I was shooting at the dots on my radar screen. As you can see, you can see me and you can see the various people on the radar screen, which is very nice. So I was just shooting at dots there. Anyway, so that is the story of this. As I was originally getting, this music originated in the original Phantasy Star game. So, as I said, I played that. This music, as you can hear, I can turn that up, actually. Alright, sorry about that. But probably a bad example for the music, but if you were listening right at the beginning, you could kind of catch what I was whistling there. Rappies! Rappies! Okay, so what was I doing? Right. This music is from the original Phantasy Star game. That is why I was, well, talking about it so much, and that is why, I don't know, episode 2 has a lot of old music in it, in a good way. So, now I'm pretty much out of things to talk about. I didn't really have an agenda coming into this, so maybe I will just commentate on what is happening. So, as you can see, if you're curious, on Ultimate, these lilies, they shoot something called a Megid, which is, I'll get into that. I'll probably get into Ultimate. I'll do techniques. I'll make a video on techniques. It won't be a Let's Play. It'll just be like a supplemental video. Which, I mean, that'll be kind of cool, I think. But I'm going to do a supplemental video at some point on techniques, so I'll get into that. But basically, they instantly kill you with their attack. So that was a confused trap. It makes them attack each other. Definitely a useful tool. And oh yeah, they can also do this. And you can stop them by shooting at them. But you know, they turn invincible when they're preparing to charge, which is kind of annoying. But you can get through it. You can get through it. As you see, I just got through it. Of course, I do have some levels on me, so do note that I do have some levels on me. Can I probably just call this whole series because I can't aim? Screw the sequel.